Yep, hi, also this is a bike that's for sale, currently located in Bournemouth, early September 2020, and we'll be going back to Exeter in a couple of weeks' time if it's not sold before then. So it's 250 Bombardier. I don't know a great deal about these, but the reason it's for sale is it's too much work for us, when the fact that we've got a really nice one underneath that sheet over there. So this one here is 895036. 4,000 miles on the clock. It's a project for someone. It's mostly complete. I don't know exactly what's missing, but I can definitely confirm that the Kickstarter is there, but it's broken. So you need a new Kickstarter. You also need a rear brake rod, which you can see here is not there, and the little adjusting knob. And you need a new throttle and oil pump cable, and ideally some exhaust mounts here, and probably some other bits and pieces. But that's kind of initially that's certainly what's missing. And I say it is a project, it's a rolling project. The engine needs going over. It has got a brand new oil pump in the box. It's not connected underneath that cover. People have seen on the forums that part's missing. So really you need to ideally take the engine out and check the engine over, or just work on the engine. Carburetor has been rebuilt by me. The exhaust is good. Nice wheels on it, old tyres, good for using at home, but not for roadworthy tyres in terms of their age. Nice front mudguard, got all the bits and pieces here. Seems to have all the wiring loom on it. Things like this, would normally be connected up to a relay, and I believe the relays normally would go here definitely for the indicators, which it hasn't got. So many of these, I believe, would go to the relay. And there's obviously various other wires here not connected. There's a couple of wires here which have been cut, but I mean it's relatively simple. This wiring loom is. All you need is a wiring diagram, or another bike like that to compare it against, and you're all good. It has got the chain in the box. The rear wheel's just on. It's on, but it's not on properly adjusted on, because obviously the chain needs to go on. It's got new shock absorbers at the back. So the bike was at one point painted powder coated red, this colour here. And the guy didn't like it, so he oversprayed it with the green, so you can see the red coming through in various places. So just information. This mudguard here is on, but it's got a crack. It's been repaired underneath there, so that needs some work. Saddle's good apart from that. It's got all the bits and pieces underneath there apart from the foam air filter. Fuel tank's good, same as the on-off reserve tap here is good. Oil tubes underneath there, again, it all needs sort of plumbing in, or the oil system once you've checked over the engine. So that's that there, and that's it. It's got the plate underneath there, confirm the details. And there we go. So it is definitely a project, but it's cheap. So located Bournemouth now, in Exeter in a couple of weeks' time. And I say spare part wise, has got a number of spare parts, odds and ends, all the bolts, other mounts, some other bits of sort of metal work that potentially go to this sort of section here. So there's a couple of bars which I haven't connected up, hasn't got any panniers. And I say it has got the broken Kickstarter, it has got the broken push rod for the brakes, so you can see what they are, what they look like. And I say a box of bits and bobs, bolts, that sort of stuff. And there we are. Thank you. It's located in Bournemouth, dirt cheap, but obviously it's a project. The engine turns over, by the way, and obviously it's not being started by us, but it does turn over. Cool. And so if anyone's interested, I can give you any information that you want on it, and you can go from there. And I say it's obviously got the keys as well for the ignition, so that's good. So yeah, definitely a project, but it doesn't look too bad. Thank you. Cheers.